All right, for more on this, we're joined now by Ulrich Brueckner. He is a Jean Monnet Professor of European Studies over at Stanford University in Berlin. Good to have you on the show, Ulrich. I'd like to start off with your assessment of where we stand today. I mean, how many of the goals you think of the European Union have been met since Maastricht?
Well, we can really look back to Maastricht as a very positive moment in the development of European integration. It was a major step to change the project of an economic club, the European Community, into a truly political union. But the integration project remains a construction site. We are far from defining a shared common goal. And without a shared common goal, it's extremely difficult to develop a strategy to achieve it. This is still a club of sovereign states, and everyone has a different opinion about what kind of Europe each country wants.
If the European Union is a construction site, as you say, we've had one of the trucks leave. I mean, how damaging do you think Brexit has been on this vision?
Well, it was a major shock because from the beginning in the 1950s, it has always been a process of deepening to Europeanize more policies, which is also a major achievement of Maastricht, that added a political union in the field of common foreign and security policy and justice and home affairs to the treaty. But it has always increased, like enlargement to further members that saw their modernization as a member of the European Union. And then once in a sudden, a country decides to leave. And the biggest costs in the balance sheet is certainly on the British side. But the European Union did not only lose weight in international organizations, it also lost the institutional architecture that allows to moderate conflicts. Now we see with tiny problems in the channel that there is no such thing like a moderating, compromise-finding procedure, and the conflicting interests openly clash. And this is the biggest damage that we face with the loss of Britain.
You gave an example from the western flank. I want to talk about the eastern flank of the European Union. Earlier in the show, I was talking to Joe Siracusa, and he was talking about another alliance, NATO, and how many countries were sort of jumping ship. There wasn't a unified voice there. What do you think are some of the main challenges the European Union is facing now, especially with the tensions on the border with Ukraine?
Well, this certainly shows that the European Union is lacking an important element for a union that deserves to be a new quality like a political union, which is common foreign and security policy. And the EU was always leaning towards NATO when it comes to collective security and expects the United States to bail them out whenever there's a need. And this is currently the situation that we face, that Russia can play games with the West and can hope to divide the Western alliance. And the European Union is not capable in defending itself, not to speak of countries that hope to one day join the organization, not only the European Union, but also NATO. But there's a whole lot of challenges like climate change, how to moderate the digital changes in our societies, and a changing geopolitical environment. There's a lot on the table for the European Union to develop further.
All right, Ulrich Brueckner, thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour. Do appreciate that analysis.